Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 12 of Direwolf20's Satisfactory Let's Play series, where my little drone here just got back. So I'm going to quickly hand in Logistics 3, which is everything we need to kind of get going here for today's episode. Boom! Logistics 3, milestone unlocked.
Milestone reached. Logistics can be improved with a larger storage container and enhanced conveyor belt efficiency.
Sweet. Funny that she didn't read the second part of that paragraph, but also, Logistics 3 has unlocked for us the ability to do power storage, which is cool. But also Mark III belts, which is also cool. Very excited about Mark III belts. What I'm probably going to do under Logistics here is make Conveyor Mark 2 be on slot 4, and Conveyor Mark 3 be on slot 4. There we go. Yeah, that's what I meant. 2 on 3 and 3 on 4. Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. So the new conveyor belts used steel, which is nice because it's a little bit easier to get your hands on than the stamped plate things that the Mark II belts used. So when in doubt, feel free to use Mark III belts all day long. They're great. They work really well. They can support, as we can see here, 270 resources per minute, which is huge, which is awesome. What I'm going to do is, right now, because we need to get this going, is pop over to where our screws are, because I would like to make it so that this thing can run at full speed. So remember, way back when we set up this rotor production line, and we're always low on rotors, which is, you know, a big deal. We're always low on rotors. For 4 rotors per minute, we need 100 screws per minute. And over here, we've got 60 screws per minute going on. So we need 160 screws per minute total. And what we've got is 40, 80, 120 screws per minute. So what I could do, there's a couple ways we could solve this problem. Now, what do you got going on? Do you guys have plenty of rods happening, or what? Plenty's a strong word. Plenty's a strong word. So you've got 15, and 15 is the 30. And then you're using 10, 10, and 10, so that's 30, right. Okay. So if I wanted to double you, if I doubled one of these with slugs, which, we could do. Or we could just ramp up our iron income. I'll have to think about that for a minute, how I want to approach that. I'm gonna have to math out and make sure. I think I'm using all of our iron that we're bringing up here right now, right? So even if I, you know, doubled one of those dudes for screws, I would, you know, not quite have enough iron coming up. So we gotta look into getting the Mark II miners going. There's a lot we gotta look at today. Also, everybody keeps telling me to research things in the MAM. I'm working on it. I'm researching things in the MAM. Don't worry, there's a lot to research. There's things that we just haven't stumbled across yet. That we've, you know, there's some things we have stumbled across, obviously. Like alien organs, for example. We could research that one if you want. But there's a few things we haven't just found yet. So let's see here. So that's just going to be biomass from that stuff. I could go ahead and research a few more organs and see what that unlocks for us. Let's see. That gets us the medical inhaler, which is nice. That's a nice one. That's like a full heal going on. Inflated pocket dimension, huh? Well, I can take that. 6 inventory slots for 2,000. I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not a problem. And that'll be 5 minutes worth of research. There's a bunch of research I need to do. We will, I promise you guys, get to it. I'm just trying to get my factory under control. So today's episode, I wanted to look at a handful of things. Do some research in the MAM. Maybe even go get some raw quartz going on. That might be a thing that happens soon at some point. And we also wanted to unlock a few more milestones here. What was under 2? We had the resource sink. The awesome sink is a nice thing to get. Maybe I should just get that cleared out real quick. Just because we should look into doing the resource sink. We really should. Because it's a nice little thing. Let's grab a little bit more of this stuff. I want to make sure I have enough of everything, to be honest with you. Yeah, it should be fine. And yeah, it should be fine. Will be enough. Let's unlock the resource sink, just so I can show you guys what it is. Sound like a plan? And then I also want to check out the battery.
Milestone reached. You have been given early access to the Anti-Waste Effort for Stress Testing of Materials on Exoplanets bonus program. Funneling parts into the awesome resource sink, depending on their amount and complexity, will grant you coupons in the awesome store, which can be exchanged for bonus rewards. Examples of bonus content are parts, walls, factory attachments, and cosmetics. Fixit is working hard to develop additional options, which will be added to the awesome store in the future.
Cool.
Go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
Yeah, buddy. Go that extra kilometer. Go awesome. So copper is something we could probably void for a little bit. Usually what I do... Maybe we want to go check out Caternium today. I should find a Caternium node, because that's usually where I do my awesome sink. But the gist is, it's under the special tab. You've got the awesome sink. What this is just a giant void. You pipe items into them and they get voided. But when they get voided, depending on the complexity of the item crafted, it'll create coupons. And you can spend those coupons in the awesome shop, which is cool. Oh, I need screws? Come on, buddy. Nobody has screws on them. Nobody carries screws around awesome shop. Screws are a gigantic pain in the you-know-what. Nobody carries screws around with them. It's not a thing that happens. See? Nobody even has screws. Well, while I'm over here, I need to get a few more resources stocked back up anyway, so might as well craft up a few screws. Be right back. Alright, so now we can build the awesome shop, which is awesome. See this friendly little awesome shop? We'll just stick them right here next to our ma'am. And this dude, basically you hand in the coupons you get from the awesome sink to unlock some neat stuff. So a lot of it's like cosmetic, but there's some cool things, like you can get floodlights, you can get indoor lighting, you can get stairs, which are cool, you can get walkways, lights control panel, that's neat. There's a bunch of different types of walls, so you can build like buildings and factories. There's some cool attachments you can get, conveyor wall mounts, so like when you build a wall you can put a conveyor wall mount or a power mount on them, supports for hypertube on the walls, different kinds of foundations, like this one I love. It's a double ramp, so you kind of can build it all in one without having to. But it's less useful when you have smart installed, but it's still super cool. Bunch of foundations, that's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of neat stuff you can unlock here. The Fix-It factory cart, which is hilarious, and then there's a few things that are just almost more jokey. But there's like statues you can unlock. You can get yourself the Fix-It coffee cup, which is, you got to drink some coffee when you're out working on the job. And then you can also just trade in coupons for resources, but I don't think I've ever done this, because it's super not necessary. So that's the deal. Pretty neat, right? Yeah, so we'll play with that in a little bit, right? Hey, did my 5 minutes pass? Yes! Pocket dimension inflated. Hooray!
Pocket
more inventory
dimension
spaces.
has been inflated.
Love that. Yeah, definitely don't be afraid to poke around in here. Ooh, there's the object scanner. Improvements, huh? Let's scan some of these things in the MAM. Because I would like to get the object scanner. Is that already unlocked? Ooh, nice. Another equipment slot. Yes, please. And then the rebar gun is nice to have. That's cool. Object scanner improvements. That needs the actual object scanner, which I don't... We don't have access to the object scanner yet, do we? Do we have the object scanner? It would probably be in the equipment workshop. Oh, we do have the object scanner. Oh, okay, cool. Neat. So I should get some screws. Yeah, I want to show you guys the object scanner. This thing is super cool. I thought for some reason I had to unlock that thing. But anyway, get me 3 beacons. And then an object scanner. Cool. And while I'm at it, can I just super quick unlock the expanded tool belt? Yes, for a little bit more of these dudes. Cool. Alright, that'll take a few minutes to get. But while we're waiting, I can show you guys the object scanner, which is cool. So see on the bottom left, it says berry. Oh, there must be a berry right underground here. Hey, look at that! There's a berry right underground there. Cool, right? So there's berry. You can right-click to change it. Mushrooms, nuts, and berries are the first things you can scan for. You might be saying to yourself, well, that's not very exciting, Direwolf. Well, I can assure you that there's better things you can scan for shortly. For example, power slugs. Let's see, slug scanning. We can research this in a few minutes. That will allow me to scan for slugs, which is cool. Ooh, and speaking of improvements, let's get improved melee combat. Yeah?
Milestone reached. R&D inflated your pocket dimension, added an additional hand equipment slot, and have provided an improved Xeno Zapper with increased strength and range.
Sweet. So a few more inventory slots, another hand slot, and we now have the Xeno Zapper, which I'm going to go ahead and make, because it's about time we spend a little bit of time and effort, you know, fancying some things up around here. You know, I haven't done any of the scanning or any of that stuff. So Xeno Basher is going to need 2 Xeno Zappers. And now I need a little bit more of this stuff. I just used a lot of wires, by the way. Alright, Xeno Basher, what else do you need? Oh, you know what? It's because it's equipped in my inventory. Take that out. Now, you're ready to go. Nice. You generally only ever have to make one of these. Looking good, right? How cool is that? Damn. Those dudes have no idea what they're in for. Whoosh. That thing hurts. Nice. Alright, cool, cool, cool. So you might be almost done. So what's cool now, by the way, is we can go ahead and throw our object scanner in hand slot number 3. That number 1 frees up an inventory spot for me. And number 2, you know, makes it so that it's available all the time. Alright, looking good. Expanded tool belt is now completing, which is cool. Which gives me another hand slot. So if I wanted to, I could throw my chainsaw in there. And now let's see. Power slugs. I wouldn't mind unlocking the ability to scan for power slugs. So this will add power slugs to the scanner. Now I'd really like to get quartz going, and I'd like to find that unknown metal. I'm trying to remember where. Let's go for a little exploration, shall we? Because I'd like to find that unknown metal. And that would really make my life a little bit easier right now. Because there's a few things, I think, that unknown metal will unlock for me. And I want to say it's off in this general direction. So I'm going to go for a little bit of a walk. Oh, you might also notice, by the way, did I mention this? I meant to mention this, but I don't know if I mentioned this yet. I installed the Perma-Day mod. So there's a mod called Perma-Day. It has just been updated. So that's cool. Hey, one of these guys, my buddies. Look at him. How good was that, huh? Wrecked his face. Wrecked it. So the Perma-Day mod literally just makes it daytime and then prevents the passage of daytime. So there's just I guess there's a component to Satisfactory that, you know, passes the day, and I assume it affects nothing else. So it will just always be daytime for us. How cool is that? I mean, like, on one hand, I'm a little bummed because it means I won't get to play with the lights as much. And I might just check them out just for the sake of checking them out. But on the other hand, I feel like that's going to be a big improvement for you guys watching the series here on YouTube. Because, you know, nighttime was a bit of a problem for you guys, right? Now, I think this is copper, right? Yeah, copper. Copper veins here. Let's go just exploring a little bit more. I think that there's a cool resource around here that I can find. Now here's a trick, by the way, with the MAM. I want to show you guys this. The MAM is global per player. So I can just place any other MAM building down, open it up, and we'll see our slug scanning progress. We can see it finish. Hooray! And that's cool beans, right? Now the next thing we needed was some quartz and some sulfur. We'll hold off on those guys for a minute. Let's go looking for what I wanted to find. I told you this planet was big, right? Did I mention that? Oh, look, it's one of these things. Remember these guys? Watch this. 2 hits. Take him down. Boom. Now here's some nice iron ore. 2 pure. It's an impure and an impure. Yeah. Meh. So FYI, now you can scan for power slugs. Which, by the way... I hear a thing. Shut him down. Booyah. What I might have to do is something like this. Haha! Power slug. Nice! So, power slug is like we mentioned before. Super cool, super useful. And you're gonna like having them. Now, where's that stuff I want? I could get a scan for them, but I need to find some first. Oh, there's a power slug over here. There must be a cave under me. There's probably a cave system. I'll come back in a few minutes here. Let me remember where this stuff is. You know, I'm wondering if this is it. Right here. Alright, let's build our way over to that thing. That should be cool. Also, I want auto hold mode back on. I don't know if this is saving between things again. Connect splitters, auto connect buildings, copy recipe from first building on auto connect off. Those are the settings I want. Let's see, are these the things I'm looking for? Caternium ore! Yes, these are what I'm looking for. Is this one node? I think this is one node of Caternium. Might be one? Not 100% sure, but this is 100% what I'm looking for. Yes, underneath these giant rocks. Sweet.
New technologies can be developed based on this new superconductive gold-like element, primarily in power and electronics. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Hooray! Come here, ma'am. Caternium. Woot! Research that stuff for me, would you? Hooray! Now we need 50 of them to research ingots, and now it's a new scannable element. Looks like one node here? That's cool. There's another one up there. Sweet. So we gotta clear out these rocks. How are we gonna do that? Don't worry, there's a way. So quick researching Caternium ingots can be made now. So this will give me access to quick wire, which is super cool stuff. And hey, I'll get extra inventory slots. I'll take that. And then there's a bunch more stuff that unlocks from here. Caternium's a nice resource for researching because it gives you all kinds of cool stuff. What I need is sulfur. Is there any nearby? Let's find out. I want to say there's some near my coal mine that's over there. Yeah, buddy. There's some over there. I think there's some of my coal mine. So I'm going to head towards the coal mine, and I'll be right back. Hey, look who's running happily. Good job, little truck. Proud of you. Now, where's that sulfur vein? Ding, right over here. Which is nice, because it's awfully close to the coal vein, which I need. Hello, friends. I think I just found sulfur. Sweet. And we're not too far away from this. Can I tap into power line? I have an idea that might make this a little bit cool. Now, I don't know if we're going to need sulfur anytime soon for automation purposes, because there's only a handful of things that I remember it being useful for. So what I'm going to do is quickie produce in our equipment workshop a portable miner. Just so I can miner Mark 1 this stuff up. And what I wouldn't mind doing is bringing it up to here-ish. Now, is there any reason I shouldn't make that a miner Mark 2? Yes, I need that encased concrete stuff that I don't have access to. Well, can I make it here? Or does it have to be made in a thingy? Yeah, I can pull that off. I can pull that off. Let's real quick. So what I'm going to need to do is make another equipment workshop. Make another portable miner, because you need 2 portable miners for Mark II miners. And then we're going to need a handful of these. I need to automate these. This is going to be an important automation for us. I really need to get around to doing that. Eventually. Probably sooner than later. If not this next episode, then definitely next episode. I was planning to do some of the steel-based Mark II automations today, but I got wrapped up in MAMs and Caternium and Sulfur and all kinds of other cool stuff. So we will be doing that, I assure you, just, you know, in a bit. So am I good to make a Mark II miner now? I am. Sweet. And then I can bring you right up to there. Give you a little bit of power. And he'll just produce things twice as fast, which ain't too shabby. Now, what I wouldn't mind doing is having a splitter here. And I'm going to quickly just have a storage container here. Why are we splitting it, you asked? Good question. The reason we're splitting it is I want to use this as the awesome sink. I think I can awesome sink just raw metal, or raw ores. We're gonna find out. Hooray! Sweet. So we're voiding sulfur now, basically. It literally is just a void. And it's going to chew up that sulfur and turn it into coupons for me. And I can just leave this here, and it'll produce coupons like nobody's business. Cool? And then in the meantime, we're also collecting sulfur, which is nice. Now, in the MAM, we need to research sulfur. And in order to research the next tier of sulfur, we're going to need some coal as well. So let's come over here to our coal production. This is coal, right? Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Yeah, let me borrow some. Just so I can mam it up. Black powder, please. This teaches me how to combine coal and sulfur to make black powder. Hooray! Sweet. And now I need 50 black powder to research volatile applications. So to do this, I think we just need, a crafting station, a craft bench can do what I need here for black powder. Yes. So it's 1 coal and 2 sulfur for black powder. So I'm going to need a little bit more sulfur, which, you know, luckily we've got. And we're also going to need the coal. We're going to need a little extra coal. But I think we should be fine just to get the research going. Right? So if we pop over to this bad boy. Now, you'll note that I didn't really pay attention to how many resources are being produced by that sulfur vein. And I also just straight up used a Mark III belt. Like I said, you know, these resources are easier to come by than these resources at this point. So I prefer using Mark III belts pretty much always at this point, rather than Mark II. My personal preference. Your mileage may vary. Alright, so now I should have the 50 of those that I need to research this. Beautiful. Hooray! Alright. Nice. Alright, so now we're getting into explosives, guys. This is a good time right here. Nobelisks are the explosives themselves. That'll allow me to research how to make explosives. And then the Noblest Detonator is a way to blow up the explosives. And it looks like there's the rifle, which is cool. We don't have the middle thing yet. That middle thing, that's a circuit board. We don't have access to those yet. So let's get ready to research these two things. I'm gonna need more stuff, obviously, so we'll be right back once I've got that ready to go. Alright, let's see what we got here. So I think I've got everything I need. Sulfur, Nobelisk, start research. Huzzah! And Nobelisk Detonator requires 5 of those scanner dudes. So I'm going to need to literally create in the equipment workshop 5 scanners, which needs 15 beacons. I'm actually getting a little bit low on resources, aren't I? Why you no scanner? Oh, I need screws too. That's annoying. So that would be, I need 1 more beacon. And then we need screws. How many screws do I need for an object scanner? I need 50, so I need 250 screws. Be right back. Alright, object scanner times 5. Boom. And then we're going to take the object scanners, hand them into the MAM to unlock the Nobelisk detonators. So, Sulfur, Nobelisk detonators, start research. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Alright, Nobelisk detonator, almost ready to go. Boom. That is cool beans. Ooh, we can get extra hand equipment slot if we want. Ooh.
New equipment unlocked.
Yeah, buddy. Alright, so Nobelisk detonator is going to be a one-time craft. That's going to need some more object scanners, and something in my gut tells me that we are low on resources to handle this. So what I'm going to do is make sure I've got enough sulfur and coal with me to make a handful more of that black powder. Head back to my base, collect a bunch of more resources, like base resources, and then I will show you guys how Nobelisks work. Oh, and by the way, I've already generated 6 coupons. Hooray! I'm telling you, those things, you know, you just plop it down and feed resources into it. It works. It works really well. Alright, so we should be good here. Let me see. Equipment workshop. We're going to want the 5 object scanners. And you'll notice I still have some sulfur. I should have grabbed more coal before I came back, but we've got... we'll see. I can make a little bit more black powder, so that's kind of cool. We'll knock that out real quick. And then Nobelisks. And what am I missing for my Nobelisk detonator? 5 encased industrial beams. Oh, okay. Yeah, I should really get around to automating those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, Nobelisk detonator. You only ever need 1 of these, because this is like an equipment kind of dude. And then Nobelisks themselves are the actual dynamite. So your Nobelisk detonator is an item that you'll use to throw the Nobelisks and then blow them up. That's the gist of how this works. So let's go blow up those rocks and see how it works. Okay? So here's my thought process. I'm going to run some power lines off in that direction. And remember, there's the cement node that I wanted to tap into. Oh, I don't have quite enough cables. I should make sure I have enough of those. I refilled all my resources. I just realized I'm low on cables. Alright. So what I did is I, basically came off there, built using Smart this giant pathway, which is the best, by the way. And I think we can just tap into here, probably. Would that be cool? Doesn't look too bad. Maybe we want to get our chainsaw and just clean up some of this mess around here. Oh, much better. Much better. Look at that. How much better is that, huh? Not bad at all. Now, let's check out our Nobelisk, because these things are fun. You ready? Maybe I should chop down just a few more trees. There we go. Cool. And then I can void all this junk that we don't need. So the Nobelisk... Whoosh, pretty cool. So press R to reload. You can see on the bottom left. Hit R. And we can see now we've got one loaded ammo. Now you can hold left click to charge up how far you want to throw it, and then release to let go. Cool? And then right click to detonate. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. And there's our Caternium vein. Beautiful. And I'm going to go ahead and throw down an equipment workshop here. 2 portable miners, please. And I'm probably also going to need, from our craft bench, some encased industrial beams. I think we needed 10 of these for a Mark II miner? Is that right? Pretty sure that's right. Feel like that's right. We're going to find out real quick, though. At this point, there's no reason not to use Mark II miners, unless power is a concern, which, I don't think it is. Hello, sir. All right. Bring the power line down here, tap it in, and we... starting to mine Caternium. 240 ore per minute. Wow, that's a lot, right? Because it's a pure node. How great is that? All right, so we've got Caternium ore coming in. Look at that. Beautiful. Mining up nice and quick. Nice and quick. And that's without, don't forget you can, if you want these things. But generally speaking, it's not necessary. Look, there's a little dude up there. He wants to come and dire. Ooh, I see another thing that's fun. But we're gonna have to explore that next episode. Look, there's a thing over there. Look at that thing. We'll check it out next episode. I know what it is. Some of you may know what it is. We'll find out later. All right. For now, wrapping up point for the episode, Darryl20 signing off. I'm going to come back next episode and probably over in this area set up Caternium ore processing. I feel like that would be a cool thing to do right here. So we'll come back next episode for that and have a little bit of fun with Caternium. Then we also need to start automating our other steel things. There's just a ton to do, right? So for now, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.